A banging at the back door sets your nerves on edge. And yes, you catch one final glimpse of Beck slipping smugly away into the crowd. Grim acceptance sets in. There's no... Girl, there's no way you should have thought about staying here. What's going on? Abisai, say fly to the sky. Abisai, aka Jordan Jams, aka Real Slim. Curved thick baddie, aka back with another gameplay of choices. Terror Fest. Book 1, Chapter 4. Kill your darlings. An impromptu sleepover with your friends takes a turn when the killer strikes again. I mean, at this point, this killer needs to come up with a better, like, some better motives on how we gonna kill him, because it's like I'm still hungover about Alan. I'm still hungover, Alan. Like, it has to be a joke. If he turns out to be the murderer at the end of all these, I'd be like, okay, but why though? But why though at this point? So, if you're new, welcome to my live stream and my channel. I appreciate it if you came from choices or you've been subscribed. Thank you for supporting it, my channel. That means a lot. And tell me what's your favorite character so far. And without further ado, get your snacks. I'm just how many licks do you get to the center of a blow pop? I never found that out. It's probably on Google, but
get the money, sis, get the money, sis. Don't let them hoes got to have your car, home and job owned in your name. Bitches hating cause you buy your own clothes. Ass still cheeking while they really wanna wipe you down. Get the money, sis.
After spending hours at the police station, you finally make it home. But as your house comes into view, you're greeted by the sight of a dozen reporters parked on your lawn. Tragedy struck late last night when a young man died at a local Terror Fest party. Officials have no comment as to the cause of death. But his last known location is no stranger to foul play, previously the home of notorious killer Stabby Joe. Damn it! I was hoping the press would wait until daylight to come sniffing around. Maybe if I stick to the shadows, I'll be able to slip up around back. You back away, making sure to move as slowly as you can, until you feel someone's warm breath coat the back of your neck. Going somewhere, Jordan? Who the hell is this? Fling an elbow at him. Why you all up on me like this? Without a second thought, you rear back with an elbow, releasing the grunt that comes as you make contact. Oh! Oh. Get back! Or you get in it again. You turn as you ball your hands into fists, readying yourself to lay into the woman holding her eye just feet from you. Keep your voice down, unless you want them all to know you're here. She nods toward the press pool and you survey the masses swarming your house, all on the hunt for a gruesome exclusive. When your eyes land on her again, she raises her eyebrows to you in a question, and you heave a sigh to steady yourself. Who are you, and how do you know my name? I'm Bex. Oh, that's it. I'm Bex. Okay. I'm Bex St. Regis with the Morellic Chronicle, and who doesn't know the gems and their history on this island? Which is why when I heard there was a dead body on your estate, I just have to come and get the scoop for myself. This bitch. There is no scoop. So sorry to disappoint. Then you shouldn't mind answering a question for me. No comment. But as you shoulder past her and into the woods that creep stealthily to your backyard, Bex calls after you. Was there really a murderer, Jordan, or did you kill Alan yourself? The question stops you in your tracks as you consider her words. I don't recall anyone publicly saying Alice's death was a murder. Was a murder. In fact, the cops had gone out of their way to make it clear the cause of death is unknown. So, what makes you think I killed? Because, you know, they just saying, well, the apple doesn't far from the tree, huh, bitch? It sure does with you sitting here snooping around, huh, Miss Bex? You turn to fix Bex with a glare, and slowly her lips stretch into a smile. Ugh, I've seen that fake smile. It's that type of smile that'd be like it's that type of smile that'd be like it's like that smile. It's that smile if you have it, if somebody put on the on the wrong shade of contacts. And it's not no, you just get the wrong shade of contacts, color contacts, and they smiling like, do you notice something different with me today? I ain't gonna let that joke go. I said it in my freaking Mafia gameplay. And I basically shaded myself. I'm like, bitch, them green contacts. I was over here having fun, but still, that's how I know it. Little Q&A. I didn't really. I just wanted to see your face when I asked. I knew I know the truth just by looking at you, and now I do. Since you seem to know everything, then feel free to enlighten me. Gladly. She slings a bag from her back and digs through it before pulling out a series of multicolored file folders and shoving them in your hands. I've been looking into the deaths on the island past few months, and there have been some things that just don't add up. My theory that these were our killers' first victims. You rifle through the folders until one in particular catches your eye. Aunt McGarner. Wait a minute. I know her. This is Mrs. McGarner. She was my high school English teacher. What happened to her? If you ask me, any of the witnesses, she was attacked in the high school. Paramedics found her laying in the puddle of her own blood. She nods to the file, and you open it to find graphic photos of the hallway drenched in blood and water. This seems like pretty solid evidence to me. Who doesn't believe she was attacked? Detective Porter. He was on duty that night, but barely glanced at the scene, then declined to write a report. I got this from an EMT friend. It sounds crazy, but I think the mayor's been forcing entities that report to her to stage cover-ups of these less prominent deaths for months. Immediately, your thoughts go to the memo from the mayor you found at the station. This sounds like exactly what's going on with Alice's death. But what would the mayor gain from keeping it quiet? When your thoughts come back to reality, you find Beck studying your face. You hastily look away, but not quickly enough. I'm right, aren't I? I don't know anything for sure. The look on your face right now says that's a lie. And the only way you can know for sure is if you had undeniable proof, like... For a moment, Beck's trails is off. her thoughts working overtime behind her beady eyes. Then she gasped. Wait, I don't know what you're... I missed that part too quickly. I was over here imagining Bex's face real quick. Before you can finish the sentence, Beck steps close, her expression growing grim. Don't lie to me, Jordan. I always find out the truth. So it's better to start there. What do you know? This lady is scarily accurate. I don't want to give away too much, but maybe talking a little will give me access to what she knows. Girl, I wouldn't give her none. Like, heck, she not even helping you to your house. She not even helping you to your house though. She not even helping you to your house though. She not even helping to your house though. So it's like, girl, stay silent. I was pretty clear before when I said no comment. I don't talk to the press. You gotta give me something. And not for me, then for Alan. Bitch, Alan wouldn't want none of this. He wanted my goodies. He wanted to be in my goodie jar at this point. Like, please. Like, girl, he wanted to be in the booty jar. Like, that's at this, he wanted to dig in. Like, I'm just saying, like, at this point, like, girl, you don't need to say anything. You about to get slapped. How does talking to you help him? The more information we gather, the sooner we can crack this thing wide open and bring his killer to justice. Not to mention, clear your name. Detective Porter can be like a dog with a bone when he thinks he has a hunch. Jordan, don't do it. Well, why don't you just take a look at the files I brought? Maybe something in there will jog your memory, and we can chat a bit. Your eyes drift to the bag of her feet, at her feet. This is the perfect chance to put my new profiling skills to the test, and nothing tells me more about a murderer than their first kills. Is he even recording? Yes, it's recording. I'm about to I'm about to sit here and say. I was about to say, honey. Wilma! At this point, you got my attention. I gotta say one more time, cause that was lit. Cause I was thinking about how they just literally. I found out they literally shut down the site of Cartoon Network, and I was just shocked. Like all the Flash games, just gone. I used to play so many different Flash games when they used to have them on there. I remember when they used to have the Totally Spies one Flash game where you was in the mall, you was sitting here and fighting off the robots and stuff. I remember sitting here and playing the Trick or Treat codename Kids Next Door. Like, come on. Y'all just really want nobody to have no childhood, huh? Just want to destroy people, just inner child and call it a dang day, huh? That ain't funny like that. It ain't funny like that. Fine, but not here. You get me inside, safe and sound, Then I'll look at the files. Consider it done. Together, you and Beck sneak around the back of the house and slip in through the side door, only to be greeted by a mess of caution tape. Immediately, your eyes go to where Alice's body once laid. I can't believe he's really gone. Yes, very sad. Thoughts and prayers. Now, if you don't mind, we got a lot to get through and not very much time. First of all, this is two things. This is two things that's going on in my mind right now. I'm like, why did she came back to her house anyway? Like oh yeah, they do have the crime scene. They didn't even clean it up either. So it's just like, why you went back to your house? Were you trying to get some more clothes or something, girl, and go to a hotel? Like, what's going on? What's going on? Why you here? And then she over here talking about yes, very sick. Oh, let me get back to the story. They ain't ready for this. Bex grabs you by the arm and ushers you over to the couch before reaching her into her bag and pulling out the stack of files. Now, I believe the first murder happened in March, but it's a little difficult to be sure because the murder weapon changes. She grabs 2 different files and extends them both to you. Wow, there's so much here. I'm not sure where to start. I guess I'll look into the weapon shift. At first I was see, I keep on slipping my freaking finger. Stop, finger. Stop. I wanted to see her look at the weapon. I was seeing her trying to say earlier. I was like, this murderer seems he's not really like changing up his style. Like, it's like, oh, never mind. Y'all ain't gonna, I'll just have to look at it or, play it over again. Samuel Brown. He looks so young. Like he had his whole life ahead of him. Girl, what that's trying to say? Like, Miss Bargarner still had a whole life still ahead of her. She might have still been her eldest, but she still had a whole life ahead of her. Damn. That's because he did. He was a class valedictorian and had just been accepted to an Ivy League school on a full ride. He went to a party in the woods with his friends to celebrate, got separated, and they never saw him alive again. It says he was found dead on the North Shoreline with drowning as the suspected cause of death, but I don't see any autopsy report. That's because there wasn't one. He was found face down in the water with bruising on the back of his neck, but the cops didn't think it was suspicious. Wait, if the party was in the woods, what would he even have been doing by the shoreline? My point exactly. Civil servants sworn to uphold our society are casually shirking their responsibilities, not just once, but dozens of times. I know you don't like me, but aside from the cops, you're the next best residential expert on killers. So I'm asking on behalf of the victims, what do you think of all of this? She gestures to the stacks of files surrounding you both. And you sigh. Well, a killer's first victim often tells the most about who they are physically. Based on Samuel here, I say the killer is young and a local. They're likely stalking their victims because they see something in each one that triggers them. Maybe it's their hope or optimism, but whatever it is, it inspires a lot of rage. Yeah, it depends on the rage though. I feel like there's nothing wrong with rage. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it can get the best of you if you lose control for sure. But at the end of the day, every emotion is emotion. Everybody goes through emotions. But some people take it too far, huh? That's the truth. The hairs on the back of your neck stand up as memories of the killer threaten to overwhelm you. As you fight back against your fear, a familiar face catches your eye. Dr. Kava Shatnakumar. I think I know her. Wasn't she the one who led that huge push for free healthcare on the island a couple years ago? Yeah, she got it too. Saved countless lives. She was a great person. Too great, unfortunately. What do you mean? I got fed up, Jordan. Victim after victim with no justice in sight drove me crazy. So I went down to the precinct and demanded to know why no one was investigating. When I showed her picture, Detective Porter practically laughed at me at the station. Out of the station. She adopts the detective's trademark sneer and pitches her voice to mimic his. You expect me to believe someone murdered the only doctor on the island who doesn't charge a copay? Lady, don't make me laugh. Yeah. Detective Porter can be a little short-sighted, but he's got a point. Excuse me? I'm not saying you're wrong. Just that there's still a lot we don't know for sure. Like, what if all of these victims don't belong to one killer? Your accusations get back to the killer. Two great questions. What if it get back to you? Will you be ready to handle yourself if he comes for you? Or, because what if there's so many people, because, look, at this point, it could be. I feel like this is the best one. Take these for example. I should have said that with more, like, shocking. It's like, take these for example. Your research brain at work. You point out two separate files before dragging them across the coffee table and into Bex's line of view. These deaths happen within 10 minutes of each other, even though they're in two completely different locations. Unless our killer has invented a way to get from one side of the island to the other in record time, we may be dealing with a team. I hadn't thought of that, but it would definitely explain the shift in murder weapon. Do you really think that's a possibility? I don't know, but one thing's for sure. The killer's is devolving. You rifle through the files, laying them out in chronological order like a bloody timeline. The attack on Mrs. Gardner was planned, strategic, but gradually, Each kill gets sloppier until, in Alice's murder, they left a witness. And that mistake is going to be their downfall. Even if the killer is someone you know and love. Who? 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 What you're talking about? The Snoop Dogg gift. Jeff wanted to come out of the memory real quick. Bex pulls out another manila folder. Bex pulls out another manila folder from her bag and hands it to you. You flip it open to find a slew of text messages sent between 2 phone numbers, and though you don't know the first one, you do recognize the other. Wait, these are Destiny's texts. How did you get these? Boring. Ask me who she was texting instead. Better yet, I'll just tell you. Bex slaps a photo of a young woman down on a coffee table before shoving it in your direction with her fingertips. The other number belongs to Angie Davis, one of your sister's influencer friends. So, they filmed together not too long ago, then had a falling out in those very texts, and Angie was found dead a few days later. At once, your time in the woods with your sister comes back to you, and you shudder. The woods does seem to be a common theme with this killer, and I already thought Des was up to something. But could she have killed all of these people? Shocked, you stared down at the photo of the girl before you, taking in her smiling face. It is suspicious, and I think there's something you should know. But don't you think it's a little convenient? Destiny might, have her faults in being a sister. But I don't know about all that. I don't know. But you don't know anybody, right? You really don't know. Destiny is a lot of things. Maybe even a killer. But she's not dumb. Everybody knows you don't kill the person you have beat with. At least not right away. not right away. Y'all sound funny. Jordan sound funny at this point. You don't kill the person. At least not right away. That's just funny. It's funny. Like, damn, okay. What you trying to say? You're the one who said the killer will be young, local, easily triggered. And does your sister take online courses now? You look up from the photo to find Bex clutching a recorder in her greedy fist. The little green light on is steady. That bitch has been recording me all this time. What are you doing? Look, if I'm right, then not only is a descendant of Stabby Joe recreating his legacy, But the mayor's been using her power to cover it up and better her chances in the election. This is gonna be one hell of a scoop. You don't know for sure it's the mayor. You don't even have any proof. Yet. But I will. Just as soon as you stop holding out on me. This is how she going. This is how she going. This is how she going. Like this comes to times when I'll give you something to record about then. Bex pushes the recorder even closer, and as you eye it, you feel your blood boil. You know, for someone who needs my help, you've been nothing but a raging pain in the ass. What happens if I say no? Oh, kid, you were always gonna help me, even if that just means slowing down my competition. Before you can stop her, Bex rushes to the front door and throws it open before whistling to the reporters on your lawn. I found the gems, kid. She's in here. Hey! As Bex makes her escape, you hurry to slam the door closed, but in seconds, news reporters surge forward and wedge themselves into the doorway. Jordan, do you have a comment about the incident tonight? A banging at the back door sets your nerves on edge, and yes, you catch one final glimpse of Bex slipping smugly away into the crowd. Grim acceptance sets in. There's no way you should have thought about staying here. What's going on? Why would you stay your ass up in there? Talking about there's no way to stay here. See, that's what. But then again, you did run. But then again, you did run away from destiny anyway. You did ran away from destiny because you was already just skeptical about what everything on. Look, at this point, everything was going on all at once. It is what it is. But she should never thought about saying. There's no way. She could have seen ass one. She could have asked. I forgot his name. But yeah, could have asked them to stay for the night or something. And she struggled to hold off Satan's paparazzi. You pull out your phone and shout off a quick text to the group chat. I'm judging her real hard for her not talking about. I know I can't sleep here, but she was gonna sleep there. He was gonna sleep there. This girl was gonna sleep there in the murder home. Nah, baby, we need to go. Nah, at this point, maybe, nah, come on. I'm over here being like, nah, we're gonna find you a home. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, like, please, come on. Bring your ass to the study. Oh, that's the other part. Never mind. F that text. SOS! House swarm of reporters. I need a place to crash. Help! Staying with Unky while I'm home, so I gotta ask her first, but it should be cool. Sorry, she said nobody in or out because of the... Did you just emojify a murder? What? I said rip. Can we focus here? I'm still at the station waiting to be questioned. Or you could totally come over. I'm no Motel 6, but I can leave the light on for you. Damn, everybody typing so quick. Bring your ass. Who's Lucky? I forget who Lucky is. Oh, I know who Lucky is. I remember Lucky. Lucky is, that's the right name. You make a run for it and manage to make it to Lucky's house, your eyes fixed behind you. You're on the hunt for anyone who may have followed. But when you turn, you find Destiny perched on the steps, the porch light at her back casting shadows on her face. Looking for someone, Jordan? Damn it, Des! What are you doing here? I invited her. The front door swings open, and Lucky appears, looking back and forth between the two of you. You said the house was swarmed, and if it's not safe for you, it won't be safe for her either. Lucky? There's something you should know. Before you invite her inside, I think you should hear about what happened between us earlier. This again? I told you I was trying to help you. Then why are you so against anyone else knowing exactly what went down? Face it, you're not getting in until you tell the whole truth. Whoa! Last I checked, this was my house. And I'm not leaving anyone outside with a murderer on the loose. Now both of you get in here. But now. Damn, okay, shit. God damn. Before you can say another word, Lucky grabs you both and hauls you inside. Almost as soon as you step inside, you notice how quiet it is. Well, first of all, if it's quiet, then let the sound be quiet. Where is everyone? I don't think I ever walked in and I had a 15-minute long conversation with your mom first. She and my sister caught a ferry back to the mainland to visit my tia. It's just us tonight. Brusquely, she moves past the two of you and makes a break for the freezer before pulling out a box. Pizza okay for dinner? Definitely. I'm starving. Cut me 2 slices. Destiny camps out at the island, kicking her feet up and whipping out her cell, only for you to snatch it and slam it down. I want to put back on the music. What she means to say is, can we help with anything? I'm sorry. I thought you were scared of me. Now all of a sudden you're playing big and bad? Which is it? Nah, girl. Nah, girl. Nah, girl. If you want to be big and bad, I can be big and bad and bougie. I can be all of it in between. Let's go. What's up? You guys. No, it's time we get to the bottom of this. Once and for all. Jordan, what the hell is your problem? My problem is that you're a serial killing psychopath. Wait, what? Oh my God, you have officially lost it. I know about all of the other victims, okay? That influencer you fought with who died a few days later. Not to mention Alan. Just admit it. You watch as a range of emotions cross your sister's face until finally she heaves out a sigh. Jordan, I don't know how the hell we got here, but I am not a killer. And even if I was, I never kill you. You're the only family I have. Fat lot good that does me. You went out your way to plan a party just so you could embarrass me. Why else would you tell everyone I was a pathetic? God kiss the devil, miss. Why else would you tell everyone I was a pathetic virgin pining after a guy I haven't even seen in years? Is that what this is about? Payback? Jordan, I was genuinely trying to help you. You work so hard. I thought you might enjoy a night of being wanted. never wanted to hurt you. I know we haven't always gotten along, but with Dad gone, we're all we have left. She extends her arms to you, pulling you into an awkward hug. And as her arms envelop you, you still. We have to stick together, which means you can't go around calling me a killer just because you're mad at me. Over her shoulder, Lucky catches your gaze. It sounds like you two need a fresh start, and now is as good as time as any, Jordan. What do you say? Your thoughts race, and the room around you falls silent. You focus your attention on your sister. Destiny, yeah. I'm feeling like sometimes, no, look, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Sometimes when you mean, I'm not gonna say you always, like, you can change your mind when you realize, like, damn, you should have said some shit like that. It'd be like, look, sometimes it'd be like, sometimes you don't want to take it back, but sometimes you have to sit here and think about maybe it did went too far. It's like so if she do turn out to be the end at this point, I just have to say sorry for that part. Apologies you could be getting, no, for a person. I feel like if you sorry and you're not gonna sit here and hurt do it again and not hurt them again, and you mean that sorry, you mean that apology. You don't sit here and you just, like, you just say you sorry, like, and just because you saying sorry just because somebody's right there, and then once the people left, they just do the same thing to hurt you again, to upset you, to see that you mad, just to prove that see, they always a problem. Like there's nothing wrong with anger. It's nothing wrong with being mad. It's nothing wrong with being frustrated. It's nothing wrong with being upset. And I think people should, but it's how we deal with those emotions, or don't speak about those emotions, that really gets a problem for the best of us. Okay? Period. It's possible I misread things. Today has just been so confusing and stressful. For the first time in a long time, you wrap your arms around your sister, and she tightens her grip. Yeah, that's like the understatement of the century. But I promise, all of this will be just fine. You'll see. Suddenly, a loud banging rings through the house, and you jump. What is this? What was that? The back door. What should we do? For the moment, the three of you sit there frozen with fear. My funny self, my funny comedic ass over here thinking about the Spider-Man meme, talking about and I'm supposed to be scared. Like, When it sounds again, Lucky eased toward it. And you feel your chest tighten. Lucky! What are you doing? Somebody's gotta answer it. What if it's the killer? And now's the perfect time to get them before they can get us. She forms 2 meaty fists and inches closer. Wait up, I'm coming with you. Am I the only one in this house with our common sense? Don't either one of you watch scary movies? Yeah, and the killer hardly ever knocks in any of them. And even if this is the exception, I'm not letting her face them alone. Thanks, Jordan. You grab a knife from the chopping block before flanking her. And as Lucky reaches for the knob, you count her down. 3, 2, 1. Now! Ah! The back door flies open, sending your heart into your chest. Damn, you guys should see the looks on your faces. Only for Coda, Zare, and Tyson to come through the doorway. Oh, thank God it's you guys. In hindsight, banging on the door in the middle of the night after finding a dead body probably wasn't our smartest move. We didn't mean to scare you. We just didn't want to be alone either. Don't sweat it. You guys come on in and I'll put in another pizza. Late night dinner in hand, you, Destiny, and Lucky, and Tyson, Zare, and Coda all retreat to Lucky's room, glad to finally be alone as a group again. So, tonight's gonna take like years of therapy to get over, huh? Oh, absolutely. My girl Jess has got her work cut out for her on this one. Honestly,